Hi, my name is Jason Kyo and I'm the Partner Chief Technologist here at 1E. I'm going to be showcasing something really powerful today. I want to just put together all of the different pieces of Tachyon that you've seen before from a supporting end user's perspective. So how can we not just monitor the end user experience but improve it? How can we manage that and make it better and better, okay? That's going to be the goal of today's session. So today I'm going to be playing two parts. I'm going to be a support desk agent, and I'm also going to be an end user. So let's have a look at my end user desktop first. This is it. And my problem is that I don't have right click function working. Works fine. My mouse is fine, but right click doesn't work. Now the reason that doesn't work is that I've changed the registry. And if we have a look in here, no context menu. This actually was a security setting for one of our customers, and it accidentally got set on this device, and this was a genuine problem that I had. So I could set it back to 0, but only if I was an admin, and I'm not an admin on this box. I'm a regular end user, so I can't change that setting. Even if I spend some time and Google it, I can't find that out. So therefore, I'm going to log a ticket in ServiceNow, because that's what I've been told to do when I have a problem. So I go into ServiceNow, log in, create an incident. Can't really claim it's high, it's medium. My right click isn't working, but I think the mouse is fine. Okay. So ultimately, when we're dealing with requests like this, we'd love to actually have it handled by a robot. We wouldn't, ideally the end user can fix it for themselves, maybe with interaction from some AI. But failing that, what we'd like to do is actually have the ability to fix it for the user inside of ServiceNow as an agent. Okay, so if I search for this, I'd like to be able to just fix that problem without needing to remote into the end user's machine. And I'll show you that in a minute. Even better than either of those two options would be if we had guaranteed state monitoring for changes to that area and preventing it happening in the first place. And I'll show you that as well. So essentially we have options in Tachyon to self-heal, to enable self-service, to enable service desk augmentation, and then to enable remote desktop control. And really that screen sharing piece should be the fourth option. For a lot of calls and incidents that your service desk are dealing with today, that's the option. It's the only option. And I have to interrupt the end user's day to take remote control of their device. And that's not ideal. The other thing that isn't ideal about this is that normally I have to pay for a third-party piece of software to enable this to happen. And one of the reasons is that Quick Assist, which is part of Windows 10 and is free basically from Microsoft, has a number of problems that mean it's not suitable for use here. And the biggest problem is that if I'm trying to get a UAC prompt to do an administrative change, it's going to turn my screen black and I won't be able to do anything or see anything. Another problem is that the end user isn't an admin. So you'll see that I'm starting Quick Assist and I'm also escalating the logged in user to admin. That's just going to be for the period of time that goes for. Okay, so I've got my code here now. I will run the instruction against the endpoint. So when I press run there, that fires an instruction against the remote user's machine and starts up Quick Assist for them. Okay, so they can then put in their code and share screen. And because I'm on the phone to them, telling them the code, telling them to press the button, I have my Quick Assist here as well, and it knows that they've done that, so I can say take full control, press continue, and now over there it says Jason's going to be able to see your files or whatever. I'm good with that, I'll allow it. Off we go. So once I've done that, the remote share session is starting. I'm just going to put this over here, and here's Quick Assist on my device rather than the remote device starting up. So it's a bit Inception-like, but you get the idea. Okay, so this is my remote session, this is the machine, and as you can see, those things are tied directly together. So I can right click on that here, choose run as administrator. Now it pops up on the remote machine. Do you want to allow this to make changes? So I'll tell the user to put in their own username and password. So that user is now administrative because I made it so. All right, and we can see that here we have our regedit, and I can go no view context. Maybe I spent 10 minutes Googling this, or we have a knowledge base article or something. It's been time consuming, and I'm taking time away from the end user while I do this because I'm controlling their device. But I fixed their problem, okay? So now the problem is that it still doesn't work. So I have to say, believe me, it will be fixed. you actually have to log out and log in again for that change to take effect. That's the normal way to do this. So we finished that screen sharing session. Now, the first thing that pops up here is, how would you rate your support experience? So I'm being asked what my opinion is as an end user. Remote control has ended. Please indicate your satisfaction level. Yeah, it was good. Just a pity I have to log out and in again. Okay, so it wasn't great because of that. But now I'm going to log out and log in again because that's what I was told to do. So I sign out. And just as quickly as I can, I will connect server as myself and sign in again. And there we go. I'm signing in again. And now my right click works, so I'm a happy end user. Fantastic. Let's look at that another way. Now, first of all, by the way, here in ServiceNow, we actually have a log, and inside of Tachyon, we have a log of everything that's happened there. So we can see that, at this particular time, UIC was disabled, and initially it was on. So therefore, when this ended less than 2 minutes later, we re-established it. Likewise, we escalated the user to admin, and they weren't an admin before, so we took them away. If they were an admin before, we'd leave them in. And we can see how long that quick assist session lasted for as well. So it's everything on, everything off, and running in between, and it's all recorded, and that's great. So that took, even in the really, really fast method, 2.5 minutes plus, okay? And we have inside of Tachyon Experience, we have that survey, we know what the user said, we know what users generally say, and this seems to be a common comment about having to log out and log in again, because I do it a lot. So we've got all that feedback there, and that's fantastic. But there must be a better way. So we talked about other ways. A much better way would be, when I found out this problem was the issue, I could go star right, and basically I can, in this case, let's disable the right click. So we know that it's working right now. I just press run there, and now basically you'll see that right clicking is disabled again. Okay, want to enable right click again because it seems cruel to switch it off? I'll enable it. Okay, run and done. Right, we are run and done. We are right clicking back again. It's all fixed. So that's how quickly we can actually fix that issue using Service Desk augmentation. If I know how to use Tachyon, and I can basically just type in star right and find anything that relates to right clicking, then I can run that, and boom, I'll have it fixed in literally seconds. And the user doesn't have to log out and log in again. So my first call to the user can be, that problem should be fixed right now, try it, and away they go. So issue resolved. That's the goal, is to resolve issues really, really quickly. But I also said that it would be better if the problem never happened in the first place. So in the first place, basically, if we go into guaranteed state here, we can have a rule. Guaranteed state rules monitor for changes. So if I look here for right click, there is a rule here already. And that rule says that if that area of the registry changes, then we want to check the value equals X. And if the value is not equal to X, we want to set it to X. To actually set it to be always enabled, we'd set it to 0. Okay? And if we apply that rule to that machine, I won't be able to actually change that in order to do the demo. It will always, as soon as it's changed, it will immediately flip back in real time. So the user will never experience the problem. And that's better. That's self-healing. So we have self-healing from guaranteed state. We have the ability to augment Service Desk so that they can just run the instruction and have it happen immediately. And we have the ability to take remote control, which is definitely the third option. And that's all good. I did also mention self-service. So if we go in again as this user, and basically if I log a different ticket, let's say my VPN is broken. My VPN is broken. I don't have a VPN. Okay, so I go into ServiceNow, and we log another ticket. And this time it's not a ticket with right click, it's more serious. I need a VPN set up. Okay, thank you very much. When I submit that, because that is something that we know how to deal with automatically, and it's been configured for self-service, we start getting messaged in Teams. And Teams says, you logged the ticket, I need a VPN set up. An analyst is being assigned. In the meantime, here are some things you can try for yourself. Set up a VPN to connect to the office on my device. That's one of the choices I can make. As soon as I press that, it says the IT assistant is typing. It's running an instruction to set up the VPN. And there we have it. Almost immediately, the UK VPN is successfully created. Okay, so now I can click here and away I go. I'm a user. I can fix my own problem. So we can empower the end users to fix their own problems. We can now resolve that, and it's taken seconds rather than minutes to resolve, right? So we can empower the end users. We can augment the capabilities of the service desk. We can self-heal so the problem never happens in the first place. And we can also enable, without needing third-party tools that you have to pay for, the ability to remote control, controlling UAC, enabling users, having that just in time, only for the period. And this is really fantastic capabilities and very unique to Tachyon. So hopefully you enjoyed this session, and come back again next week. There'll be another one.